course, she's not so
She
bad.
had her grandmama would play with her, so that's what she's thinking Lilybeth's gonna do. Lilybeth's like, nope, not gonna do it.
Every house is unique. It's its own unique visit with its own unique circumstances. Take your time. Do it right. Charge right. Try not to blast in there. There's a TV, and that's the back side of it. It's taped or got plastic over it, but I don't want to force anything. And we're dealing with wind. About 15 to 20 miles an hour gusts. Chimney's looking good shape, so I'm gonna just pass on by those. Just like that. This right here is probably the dirtiest spot. These windows have spider webs all on the sides. Pretty typical around here, really, especially when you get under this many trees and stuff. It's a common thing, common problem to deal with. Hope everyone had a good weekend. We had a good one. Went to the food and wine festival in town and celebrated our 7th wedding anniversary, all in the same day. And just chilled out yesterday mostly. Went to Home Depot to get some 3/4 inch tubing for the soft wash, the new one. And guess what? I don't think I've ever been to Home Depot when they were out. But they were yesterday. So I got a landscape lighting set up for our house. I lost y'all for a second. Oh, said my storage was full. Anyway, I ran all the wiring and lights and stuff for landscape lighting in our house, which is what I've been trying to do for a while. But, you know, cobbler's children have no shoes, as they say. We're going to go on rinse cycle here, and then we'll hit these 2 porches. This house is fairly straightforward. No crazy obstacles or anything like that. No crazy architecture. It's an old, what they call colonial style architecture. If I could have 15% of the houses in this neighborhood, it's actually a private gated community, I probably wouldn't do anything else. Wouldn't need to. Not at all. Everyone could talk about their numbers and how much they do per day and how much they do per month and per week, and I'd get that crap in a couple of days and be gone. It would literally probably be I could probably gross roughly 250 in this neighborhood with about 15% committed to me. And my cost, my direct cost, to like say do this house is, do the math real quick. It's under 200 bucks. It's probably under 150, but I'm gonna say it's under 200. And the people in this neighborhood pay a lot of money. As long as they know the job's getting done right, they'll pay it. All right, bring you all around to this other porch. Got to rinse the outside of it, but we'll go inside after that. Well, after I go walk around over to the other side, turn the bleach back on. Damn it. Can't believe I forgot that. That is a time killer. Big time killer. See that remote injector, that click of the button saves a lot of time on a house wash, a whole lot. I gotta get the top of this. Get Davis on here. Quite remember if I got those windows. So I'll do them again. I know I didn't get that. Surprised the stucco on those chimneys are even clean. They're very clean. So I don't have to mess with them. Get these stairs. This little section right here. But yeah, this neighborhood is extremely lucrative. A lot of big houses in here. Not just big, but very well built, high quality homes. Anybody that's followed along has seen most of the ones I do. Good chunk of them. These oak leaves. Oh, you live in the South, you pressure wash. You know what I'm talking about when I'm bitching about live oak leaves. Shit sucks, man. God almighty. Anyway, I'll be right back. Let me turn the soap on. I surveyed the lot next door. Guess they're getting ready to build there. This place doesn't have too many lots left. It's probably considered built out now, but there's so few. All right, let's see if we can get some soap going. Man, the pollen was horrible this year. Good God. There we go. We got soap. Even though that thing is covered, I still want to be very careful around it. TVs today aren't that expensive in my opinion, but I still don't want to replace one. It just, you know, leave a bad taste in the customer's mouth. Not worried about replacing the TV really. Worried about replacing the customers just because they got mad for it, you know, and would you blame them for being mad? I wouldn't. For some reason I don't think I'm pulling chemical. All right, see the difficulties of this shit. All right, we've got soap. Cautious of the TV. Make sure the screens are nice and clean. Horrible, horrible pollen season here. Good God, man. It's just everywhere. Plain and simple. I like that she took all the sheets and shit off for me. Makes the world a lot easier. Spray around the camera. All right. Check under this chair real quick. Ooh, what is that? Sure, I got it. And do the ceiling. Again, outdoor ceiling fans, plastic blades, PVC blades, whatever you want to call them. Nothing I have to worry about. Pretty straightforward, right? But when you're doing porches, do the ceiling last. Do your best to do that anyway. Sometimes you can't avoid it. Have to do it first or something. It helps keep you dry. And you're limiting your chemical exposure. Damn, she even took the glass off of this one. Like I said, you don't, right out the gate, or even if you're doing it at the end, you don't have to drive around for a lot of the day, soaking wet. You also want to get you some quick dry shirts. This is what I have on. I have the polo ones on. But if this shirt does get wet, within minutes it's dry. Completely dry. Always rinse your screens real good. Had a bunch of storms yesterday. And the aftermath is a lot of wind and cool air behind us. The weather has been a strange thing this spring. 1 minute you're wanting to be at the beach because it's 85 degrees. The next minute it's barely cracking 65 degrees and the wind's howling, which makes it feel like, I don't know, 50. And somewhere in between that today. But it wasn't earlier. It was quite chilly. Let's see where I want to set y'all up, then I'll come back and hit this hose. I'll do the top first, let y'all see that, and we'll go on the porch. I did tape all the outlets and stuff off, locks, doorbell, and all that good mess. Let me get the other side of these dormers. All right, porch time. Waiting on the soap. Nothing complex here. I just have to do this side, which is really nothing in it. Rinse it and then do the other side because I have to wheel some flower pots around that I don't want to get annuals, which can be sensitive. So I do not want to get SH on them. There's no mold or mildew on this these concrete columns, oddly enough. I would think there'd be some on there, but there's not. Last but not least, the roof. Nothing hard to clean. Plus nothing's overly dirty. But even in some of these big money houses, you know, I mean, you get some of them that want to wait. Maybe they're cheap. Maybe they're not as wealthy as they want people to think they are. Maybe they just don't know. And other times, it can also just be the environment. Which this house would definitely be in that category with all these oak trees and shade. Does not take long for mold and mildew to start building up. I'm guessing she does this on a regular basis, and I say guessing because it's the first time I'm doing it. And I did not ask. We've been doing it, was doing it before. I never ask that. I don't care. Unless they bring it up. Doesn't matter to me. You know, either they're gone because they went out of business, or they're gone because the client just didn't care for them anymore. I'm gonna have to watch as I rip this roof to probably hit these windows again as well. I don't want that SH drifting down. Actually, I can do this a lot faster if I just do it this way and hit the windows again. Again, I can't say it enough times. Clean windows are everything. You keep the windows clean, don't have a bunch of run streaks on them, possibly none at all. And you're in good shape. on the front door. Make sure you got the railings good. Perfect time. The mud dauber nest over here that's blasting as best I can. I'm gonna put you here. I gotta move those little potters. Those little devils are heavy. That's solid clay planters there with begonias and creeping Jenny that she just planted. If anybody wants to know the names of that. But here's what tabby looks like. Mostly concrete mixed with shell sand in it. Sometimes you'll see exclusively oyster shells. Let me roll these back. Let me put y'all right here. Roll these pots back. Catching most of the railing. I'll make sure I have hit the other side of the rails on my way back. Louvers. No big fear of this Japanese maple with just a house wash. None at all. Actually. Not gonna hurt it. All right, let's go into rinse mode on that. I've decided to start doing these videos like this so that people can see exactly what goes on. There's no hardcore editing. I may loop or edit out when I walk back this time and any other time. I have to walk away from the camera to do something, but a lot of people learn visually. So I'm going to lay it out visually. Again, this little area is a little complicated because I got to rinse this. And it's so close that when I rinse the ceiling, I'm probably going to have to hit the windows again, but no big deal. Just take your time. That's what people that are paying high ticket are paying for. They're paying for you to take your time and do it right. They're not worried about you and your time. People that make really good money in their lives know that to do something right, you have to take your time. Speed comes with experience as you learn what to look for and what to avoid and everything else. But every customer, whether it's a house wash, whether it's landscaping, you're a mechanic, AC person, plumbing, electrical, every house is unique. It's its own unique visit with its own unique circumstances. Take your time. Do it right. Charge right. And these little fern leaves, I am trying to get them out of here. Because it's the front door. She just left to go to the airport, and we'll be back very soon. First impression, right? Sorry, I'm getting the railings that I sprayed off screen. She took the time to take all of her plants or ferns and stuff down, which is something I usually do. And so I'm going to put them back up for her. I want this place, the front, if I can do it before she gets back. The airport's not too far away, but who knows how long she'll be there waiting for her new puppy and the person bringing it. Because we all know it's not easy to get in and out of airports these days. But I'd like everything looking good over here. I'm going to put these ferns and stuff back up real quick for her. There. If you're going to bother to do this for clients, look around. Make sure everything is even and in the same place on each side. If you take them down and you don't remember where things are, take pictures before you take them away. Look back at your pictures and they will tell you where shit was. Cleaning moss off a brick isn't that difficult. No need for a lot of pressure. You hit it with your house wash mix. Let it sit for a little while. It'll just peel right off. Just like that. I don't worry about getting it perfect down at the base. Until sometimes you wind up doing more harm than good with kicking up more dirt and shit than you're taking away. We're about to do this part of the porch that you see on the left there in just a minute. I don't know what this is. I also always hit the grill covers. And as I said before, pop the trash can. These are almost in need of a pretty good cleaning with and resanding them. But around here, it's favorable, and everybody kind of likes, depending on the landscape, but when you have a kind of a natural scape like this, as long as it's clean in appearance, they're not worried about them looking perfectly clean, perfectly done. No one likes the bright sealer around here. It's not a thing. You're in a breezeway that goes to the garage. Got these louvers. Hopefully I don't blast the camera too bad where you're not seeing it anymore, but that happens. Come on a little bit further. I am going to wet down these pavers right here. This is the way she comes in and out of the house. I don't want her to track any bleach. I know there's a Oriental rug right there on the other side of the door. So I'm going to dilute it down. As I said earlier, the price of a TV does not concern me if I mess it up, but the price of an Oriental rug, yeah, I'll pass on having to eat that. Whew. I think the landscaper forgets that this part of the world exists back here. Damn. Leaves everywhere back there. Try and get all this mostly one shot. I'm going to clean the screen. Then I'll do the roof. Then I'll do this siding. All this glass around. Just makes it easier. And the table and chairs will splash more up on it too. I mean, all things considered, you should probably do the ceiling first if you're following some sort of correct wash protocol for anything, you know, wash from the top down, but it sucks hanging out with water dripping all over you. So I can do it a little bit different at times, but when there's a lot of glass around like this, you really don't have a choice. We'll spend some time, see if we can get some of this shit off the roof right there. Even though the outlets are taped, I move very quickly and very swiftly around them. Just barely touching the area. Touch and go. I'm going to get up there at the ladder and remove that moss. It'll only take me a couple minutes. Making sure I didn't miss anything. Making sure I did all the little extras to the best of my ability that really don't take any extra time. So I've lost a few clients before, but everyone I've lost has come back. Because somebody will do it for just a little bit cheaper, maybe even the same price, and they miss the details, like the brick I was talking about, or cleaning out that little valley, or blowing off, you know, the leaves or the debris on the shingles as best I can from the ground. Things like that. Things that they look around or spray in the block, the pavers. They know something looks better, and they may not notice it, but they see it visually. They understand that something just looks better. Or maybe they do notice it. And then the next guy comes around at the same price and smoozes them somehow, some way. I don't know that I've lost one to the exact same price. You know, maybe offers to do it 50 or 60 bucks less, or maybe 200 bucks less, and promises all the same things. But what they're not doing is those little details of just go ahead and throw in some soft wash on the pavers because you got to walk by them anyway. Spraying down the brick really good. You know, things like that visually their eyes see, their brain connects to, and they didn't get done that time. And they can instantly look around and go, yeah, the house is clean, but it doesn't look as good as it did when Indigo Home Services did it. They just do a better job. And I get called back. Everyone that I've lost, I've gotten them right back. Some of them instantly. They're like, we don't know what the difference is. Yeah, the house is clean, but it's not clean like you did. And in my opinion, I add a little bit for the extras. But at the end of the day, it literally adds only like 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes to my time. And when you're doing a house in under 2 hours, maybe this one's under 3 because I did stop to eat something, for over $1,000, what's 15 minutes? It's nothing to you. It's the world to them when you pay attention to those little details. Anyway, this one's done. I think I'm filming tomorrow's. I've done that one several times. I don't even know if it's on YouTube, but I've put it on Instagram a lot, and I kind of get bored of filming that one. But anyway, maybe I do. Regardless, there'll be another one soon, and I'll see you then.